Chapter 1, Lights Out. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well. The night is pitch black, but at the base of the red beach, strange ruins begin illuminating the glow. Suddenly, the ley lines spark into view for a moment before fading softly into the night. Earlier that day, the midsummer sun is warm on your skin as you, Gabriel, and Cas approach the newly completed facade of Crimson Beech High. I can't believe they finished rebuilding the school already. I can't believe this is that Astory and Lewin banished us during graduation week. I had a whole commencement speech written and everything. If I had to choose between risking my vampire ass out in the wild and sitting through one of your speeches, I'd take banishment every time. I'm actually sad we missed the ceremony. It's an important rite of passage, a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Earth the new girl, you're immortal now. You can have graduations until the literal end of time. Not that you'd want to. Those ceremonies are more boring than getting Aldahar started on town history. Hey. After traversing the shiny new hallways, the three of you step into the principal's office. Morning, fearless leader. Your favorite wrecking crew's here. I was wondering when the three of you would bother making an appearance. She reaches into a filing cabinet beneath her desk and pulls out 3 rolled-up sheets of thick paper, handing them to you one by one. Congratulations on surviving high school. High school diploma. I really did it. Yeah, but it still sucks we missed the ceremony. It's official. I'm a high school graduate. But the pride you feel is tainted by a bittersweet realization. First graduation, then what? How many other human milestones am I going to miss now that I'm a vampire? You're shaken from your thoughts by a nudge to your shoulder from Gabriel, smiling broadly as he holds up his honors diploma. Look at that. We really did it. Cas looks down at hers, tracing her fingers along the embossed lettering. Cas Harlow, esteemed graduate of Crimson Beech High School. Or balling up the thick paper and tossing it in the waste paper basket next to Astoria's desk. Cas, what are you doing? Give me a break. This is like my 8th diploma. Cas, I think you should keep it. Think of this like a souvenir from this year. Cas, look at you like you have 3 heads. You mean the year my hunting party got slaughtered, we got captured by vampire hunters, and got rocked by weird new magic powers? Yeah, but you survived. Not what I'd call precious memories, new girl. True, but this year it wasn't all bad. You met me, after all. Cas slides her hand down your back, slipping it around your waist and pulling you against her. Good point. Man, you're the best souvenir of all. Astoria lets out a disgusted scoff, reminding you of her presence. Why is it that you're all still in my office? For funsies? Out. Find something else to do, preferably something that doesn't threaten to reveal the Coven's existence. For once. With that obvious dismissal, the 3 of you head back outside, where you hear your name shouted across the quad. Parker! Your heart gives an anxious thump, remembering the last time you saw Libby, running from Lennox and his monster hybrids. The erasure ritual probably tanked that memory, but I'm sure she hasn't forgotten how I blew her off. Steeling yourself for another awkward encounter, you turn to face her, but instead of anger, she's smiling, and so are Aiden and Jade. Hey guys. Hey guys, that's it. Come here. Libby pulls you in for an exuberant hug. You catch eyes with Gabriel and Cas, who are just as startled. We missed your commencement. How could you miss your one and only high school graduation? I don't know what to pick here, because what does and doesn't she remember is kind of the problem, right? I got into a wicked fight with my mom. I'll just go with I was camping. Mom and I made plans months ago, and I totally forgot it was the same week as the ceremony. What about you guys? We tagged along. Whoa, Harlow off-grid in a tent, surrounded by wildlife? I am the wildlife. Anyway, now that we're all officially high school grads, got any plans for the future? Just congratulations to me, because I got accepted into state college. Oh, Jay, that's awesome. And I'm taking a year off to backpack across Europe. Beneath your excitement for your friends, you feel a pang of sadness as another realization washes over you. I'm stuck in Crimson Beech at the mercy of the ley lines, traveling, college. None of that's going to happen for me now. Parker, what's up? You suddenly got real sad looking. I'm going to miss you guys, that's all. Well, lucky for you. I'm sticking around for a while. I just got promoted to manager at the arcade. Oh, really? We should hang out this summer. Definitely, but I'll have to wait until I get back from my trip to Alaska next week. Midnight sun, here I come. Oh, that sounds really fun. Anyway, I gotta go meet my mom for dorm room shopping. And I gotta get to work. Text me, okay? As your human friends leave, you can't miss the glance Cas and Gabriel exchange. Cas nudges your shoulder. Okay, new girl spill. What's the frowny face? I know they're your friends, but missing them isn't what's upsetting you. You thread your fingers into theirs and sigh. It's just that all those things, college, Europe, I'll never get to do any of that. Gabriel lifts your hand to his lips and brushes a soft kiss across your knuckles. I know. It's a hard one to swallow. It's not all doom and gloom, though. You got me. And me. Thank God. I'd go crazy if you both weren't here. I guess I'm just upset that human life I had planned, it's gone. Forever. Hey, I got an idea to cheer you up. Out of heart, if you think I'm gonna let you drag us to the library, I swear to... No, this is something even you'll be on board with. Something that'll show you just how fun vampire life can be. An adrenaline-pumping ropes course. Yes, backpacking through Europe? Nah, we'd nothing on rope course. Sick. Nice to see you're thinking with your brawn and not your brains for once. What do you say, new girl? Up for a little risky business? You follow them into the woods to a clearing where an elaborate construction of wood bridges and platforms sits nestled in the trees. Welcome to Crimson Beech High Ropes Course. How did you never bring me here before? Well, between Hunter's creators and the school burning down, I never got the chance. And since I spent 4 years successfully avoiding gym class, I totally forgot about it. Now, stop gawking and start climbing, because we're about to show you what vampire fun is all about. On a ropes course? Hate to disappoint you, but I've done them before. As a human. This time you're doing it in a vampire way, without the ropes. No ropes? Didn't know vampires could fly. You joke, but that would actually rule. Totally. I would have been a lot cooler being a vampire if it meant it came with that kind of perk. Cas nudges your shoulder and gives you a cocky grin. Still, I think there's enough thrills here to satisfy the adrenaline junkie in you. Now, chop chop, we're burning daylight. Climb the ladder up a creaky wood platform where a rope bridge sways in the wind across a terrifyingly long chasm. We're jumping now? No backing out. Not backing out, just it looks like the other platform is at least 20 feet away. 25, actually. Now watch. With a spectacularly agile leap, Gabriel springs across the chasm with an explosive burst of power. Not bad, golden boy, but not as good as this. Cas crouches at the edge, shooting a cocky grin over her shoulder, before leaping across the cat-like grace. Your turn. Let me guess, choice of which way I'll handle it. I think... Don't think, new girl. Just do. Don't worry, I'll catch you. You walk at the edge of the platform, pausing to gather your strength, but you take a deep breath. Well, here I come. I'm going to reach for Gabriel's hand, reach for Cas's, leap across. In a wild burst of strength, you leap across the distance, and a joyous shout bursting spontaneously from your throat. Woohoo! And land beside them in a crouch. Your fist pressed cockily at the wood surface, Cas lets out a whoop of glee. Superhero landing. Showing off for us, new girl? Maybe. A little. Come on, there's a lot more kicks where that came from. You continue through the course, zip lines, rope climbs, leaping across bridges in one bound. You reach for a tree branch and whirl around like a gymnast to catapult yourself to the next platform. Whew! Cas and Gabriel thumped to a stop beside you, grinning with pride. Those are some advanced moves. I think she's starting to get it. I learned fast. I just wish my brain could learn to think as fast as my body. Suddenly serious, Gabriel raises a hand to run a soft finger down your cheek. Hey, I get what you're feeling. It's hard watching humans in your life move on, knowing you can never follow. I had to go through it more than once. How'd you deal with it? By focusing on the positives. I think the key to making vampire life work long term is to focus less on the things you're losing and more on the things you've gained. Like all the superior strength. Don't forget speed. He points to the next obstacle, a steep rope wall stretching up to the highest platform on the course. Horatio, whoever wins foots the bill at the ice cream parlor for a week. Make it a month. Oh, it's on. Ready and go. One leap gets you halfway up, and you bounce from handhold to handhold, your feet barely touching the ropes. You're neck and neck with Gabriel and Cas, the platform only yards away. You shoot them a quick glance. Smoke them. With a final burst of speed, you pull ahead, scrambling up and over the platform, barely a hair before them. Winner, winner, ice cream dinner! Cas huffs a laugh and collapses beside you. Well, at least I beat Golden Boy. In your dreams, Harlow. You make the call, Parker. Fight it amongst yourselves. I'm just here for the ice cream. The three of you roll onto your backs, staring up at the branches above you, swaying in the wind. So, feeling better? It's fun, right? Fun, exhilarating, empowering. And that's just the beginning. There's a whole bunch of advantages you haven't even discovered yet. Such as... Well, whole not sleeping thing has a lot of recommended to it. More time to read, learn new things. He slides his diploma from his pocket and playfully taps you on the nose. How do you think I got such good grades while doing so many extracurriculars? 'Cause you're smart? 'Cause he's a nerd. Here's my take on long-term vampire survival. It's all about pushing yourself physically, mentally, every lee there is. It's about finally finding out what you're really capable of. I guess... having more time would be nice. Doing cool stuff I never could before, yeah. But the best part is when you two team up with me. Gabriel slips his warm hand in yours while Cas wraps an arm around your shoulder. Happy to work for a common cause. Tell the truth, new girl. Fun stuff like this is way better than having more time to read. See, this is why. Hey, what happened to the whole team thing? Fine. But one more history lecture and me and Aldahar are dunsies. Promise, Parker. There are a lot of good times ahead. And if things get hard, I'll always be here to cheer you up. You cup his cheek and pull his lips to yours. The kiss is sweet and languid, and so very Gabriel. Behind you, Cas clears her throat. Hello, other bear. Laughing, you turn her arms tight around you and pulling you into a hard, fiery kiss. That means I'll be here too, and not that you need it, but you're a force all your own, new girl. Never forget that. I'll always need you. Both of you, but you look around surprised to see the light just beginning to fade. We should probably get back. What's the fastest way down? Jump. Depends. On. She rolls to her feet and walks to the edge. On if you're willing to make a leap of faith. You take Cas's hand as Gabriel threads his fingers with yours. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Together you jump off the platform, hitting the ground with a loud whomp. Another vampire perk. We always land on our feet. Now do that from 30 stories high. I'll wait. Superhero land. Oh, no, it went squish. Spirits lifted, you make your way back to the Nexus, each step through the early summer woods, reminding you how much you've come to love this place. I'll be sad to see everyone go, and I'll mourn the human life I would have led, but there really is so much vampire fun to live for, too. Damn right there is, and I can't wait to get up to some vampire fun with you. When you arrive at the entrance to the Nexus, Harris is waiting for you, just inside the door. Where you guys been? Astorian Lewin called everyone in the Tribunal Chamber. Big announcement. Well, we didn't get the memo. The Tribunal Chamber is packed by the time Astorian Lewin climbed this dais. As Astoria signals for attention, the room grows quiet. Several weeks ago, our envoy, Sylvester Perry, left on a mission to Flagstone Cove to offer assistance after the Creator destroyed the source of their ley lines. On his way home, he was killed by vampire hunters. Since then, we've been in contact with the leader of the vessel and other nearby covens. After much deliberation, we've reached a consensus. Vampire kind can no longer live in our isolated communities. So, in the interest of forming a new, larger network of covens, we've instituted an ambassadorial exchange program. The worried buzz turns to excited chatter, and you look to Gabriel and Cas. Ambassadorial exchange? That's a big deal, right? It's a huge deal. The covens have spent centuries fighting over territory. Banding together won't just end the useless rivalries, it'll make us all safer. This is unprecedented. Please tell me we're going to New York. Please? Agreed. On the unprecedented part, at least. I mean, when's the last time you saw coven leaders making a good decision? This is true. Lewin holds up his hand for silence, and the chatter quiets down to a hushed, excited buzz. When the Venedis and Clements united to defeat the Hunters, we learned that despite our differences, we can work together for a common good. So in honor of Sylvester's sacrifice, one vampire from each Crimson Beech coven has been selected to participate in the first exchange. Nicole Bashir for the Clements and David Yu for the Venedis. The crowd breaks out in raucous applause as the covens cheer on their candidates. Oh, Nicole representing. Gonna kill it, David. As everyone gathers to congratulate both of them, Gabriel nudges your shoulder with a smile on his face nearly reaching his ears. This is going to open up so many opportunities for us to learn about other covens, not to mention the vampire world at large. It's the good news I needed right now, all thanks to us, right? I mean, we were the ones who brought the covens together. Astoria's eyes fall on you, one eyebrow peaked in an obvious "excuse me" expression, but instead of her usual reprimand, she rolls her eyes and looks away. It's unexpected. Who knows, maybe Astoria finally grew a sense of humor. Nicole pushes through the crowd, practically shaking with excitement as she pulls you in to an exuberant hug. Hey, respect the personal space. Nicole, congratulations. When did you find out? A couple days ago. It's been torture not being able to tell anyone, and I'm leaving for Whitebridge in a few days. Gotta admit, I'm kinda jealous. Whitebridge is one of the oldest covens on the East Coast. They must have an amazing library. Snooze. I'd rather see something that's actually useful, like new hunting techniques. Now that's an exchange I can get behind. As they continue their playful banter, an odd uneasiness bubbles up inside of you. This is such a big thing for them, but for everyone. I know, I haven't even begun to think about what I want for my future. After the announcement, you all file out of the chamber, where you find Missy and Val elbowing people out of the way, grinning from ear to ear. Hey guys, what's up? Did you hear? This whole ambassador thing, the elders decided that the Clements and Venedi teens need to mingle, or whatever. And they set up a whole space for us downstairs. We're calling it the Unity Room. Cas, no joke. You're gonna freak when you see it. Come on, everyone's invited, especially you, Parker, since you're the newest member of the Covens. Momentary gloom forgotten, you grab Gabriel and Cas's hands and pull them towards the downstairs entrance. Let's go. Hold up, baby fam. You're not going like that, are you? This place is all about unity. You gotta dress like you mean it. Of course. I suppose I could find an outfit that shows my appreciation for both Clements and Venedice. If you do, I'm coming with you. You need a Venedi fashion guru. She also needs a Clement adult in the room to keep you from going overboard. You rush to the room you've moved into at the Nexus, tossing clothes under the bed as Cas picks through the pile. She holds up a leather jacket. Now that's what I'm talking about. And how about this under it? Gabriel tosses you an argyle shirt and you slip into the cobbled-together outfit spinning in front of them. What do you think? As the only person to ever be a member of both covens, I gotta make sure I'm representing both sides. Well, it could use a little more leather, but as Kumbaya Coven outfits go, it's pretty damn good. So on behalf of the Venedice, I vote yes. Looking good, new girl. Good, because it definitely says unity to me, not to mention smoking hot. What are we waiting for, then? Let's go. Brimming with excitement, you follow them into the hall and down the stairs to an out-of-the-way room in the deepest part of the Nexus. Okay. So it's like any, male-oriented basement. As soon as you push through the doors, your jaw drops at the sight of the red velvet on the walls and floors, the glowing green light casting moody shadows across the room. A large array of games dominate the room, and in the back there's a large, comfortable-looking couch creating an intimate space for chatting. Is that blood on tap? No way, a foosball table and a pool table? What did I tell you? This place is totally tricked out. It's amazing. The brooding in here is going to be off the charts. A teen hang alone would be high levels enough of brooding, but a vampire teen hang, oh, that'll be another level. I'll take brooding over fist fights any day. Oh, come on. What's a vampire hangout without a few throwdowns? As you scope out the room, you're delighted to see how comfortable all the young vampires are with each other. That's kind of incredible. I mean, for years, centuries, everyone is, was at each other's throats. Now it's like one big happy family. Thanks to you. Before you showed up, this many Clements and Venedice in one room would have guaranteed at least 3 bloody noses. Well, whatever it was, right now, I want to hit those games. Play foosball, shoot pool. Pool. You roll up to the pool table just as Scott is lining up a shot. He squints hard, pulls down back the cue, and smack. The ball spins across the felt and misses the pocket by an inch. Damn it. Here, let me show you how it's done. You take a cue, slowly circle the table as you survey the layout. 9-ball, corner pocket. You take a deep breath, line up the cue, and then smack, the ball slams into the pocket and clatters down the chute. What? She's a ringer. I prefer hustler, rack 'em up. The game isn't even close, and as you run the table, the Venedice gather round to cheer you on. I knew you were a Venedi material from the start. And looking the way you do right now, you just keep proving me right. Damn, Grease. For your last shot, you line up the stick behind your back and slam the 8-ball hard into the side pocket. Okay, I'm done. Unless anyone else wants to lose their money. This isn't over, Reese. Anytime, any place. When the hell did you play pool? Seriously, when did she play pool? She's just naturally good at it. Okay. The Clements are gathered around the table, shouting encouragement as Harrison slams another ball through his opponent's undefended goal. I remain your undefeated foosball champion. Who's the next to challenge my crown? Me. As you position yourself across from Harrison, he lines up the small orange ball between his min before slap. Harrison executes a perfect pass, but you block it with your goalie. I've been playing foosball since I was 10, so you're gonna have to do a little better than that. Oh yeah, you were playing as a human. This is vampire foosball. Watch him and weep, Reese. Harrison spins the rod, and suddenly the ball is ping-ponging back and forth across the table faster than your eye can track. Heads up, newbie. I thought she was a vampire. Just saying, I thought her eyes could track just fine now. Smack, another angled pass from Harrison, and you yank the rod back, stopping the ball with your 3 men and slapping it hard into the goal. I call that move the Reese reversal. Oh, she thinks she broke her streak, Harrison. No biggie, I'll take her on rematch. You'd better give her a bonus points for style. You look amazing, Parker. I think I'm done for the moment. My wrists are killing me. Hold you to that, Parker. Okay, next victim. Suddenly, you hear Cass's voice rise above the chatter. She climbs up on the couch. Yo, cut the music. Okay, I wanted to take a minute to talk about Seth. There's a sudden hush, and everyone remembers your beloved coven mate who died fighting the hunters. I'm not normally warm and fuzzy type, but in a perfect world, Seth would be right here, right now. And he's not. As a teen vamps of the Nexus, I think we should take a minute to remember him. You all bow your heads. The sounds of sniffling makes you bite back your own tears. But the solemn silence is broken by the clatter of footsteps outside. An elder pops her head in, her expression ominously grim. All of you, to the tribunal chamber now. What now? All 3 of you crowd through the doors of the tribunal chamber to find it already packed, nervous energy permeating the air. This morning a group of Venedies were returning from a hunt, and though they were well within the boundaries of the ley lines, they fell prey to sun poisoning. The same thing happened to a group of Clements inside the bounds of the Crimson Beech. This means, for some unknown reason, the ley lines are failing. Man, if only that didn't build up the whole plot thing for building outside of the ley line things. It plays right into it. Anyway, there's a collective gasp from the room as everyone looks at each other in shock. Oh, they live in town. What about my home, my job? If we all just disappear, it's gonna blow our cover. As the agitation and fear begins to spread, you turn to Cass and pitch your voice low. Cass, do you think you could use your connection to Leyline? Find a way to fix it? Not making any promises, but I could give it a shot. She closes her eyes, her heartbeat slowing with each deep breath. A moment of silence, then her lids flutter open. I can touch the ley lines so they haven't totally fallen, but it kind of feels like they're, I don't know, blocked? That makes sense, actually. Everything in this natural world is made of energy. Since energy can't be created or destroyed, the ley lines never completely fail. A sudden thought strikes you, and you nudge Cass with your elbow. Cass, when we defeated Lennox and the hybrids, you did it by turning off the ley lines with your witch powers, right? Yeah, but I have nothing to do with the ley lines going MIA this time. I know, but I'm thinking maybe there's someone new in town who can do the same. You mean another witch? Exactly. Maybe this witch can help Cass, which means we could have another threat on our hands. It's either optimistic or pessimistic. We'll do with pessimistic. That's what I'm afraid of. The Covens are still recovering from the Creator and the Hunter attacks. Last thing we need is a war with a witch powerful enough to shut down our only source of protection. Look, this is all speculation. I think our best bet right now is to go to the Red Beech Tree and do a little investigation of our own. Can't hurt. Our track record is pretty good in uncovering secret information department. Just like our record for getting into trouble, so let's make it quick. I have no interest in explaining any of this to Astoria and Lewin. when you get to the exit. However, you find the sun is out and shining. Damn, with the ley lines on the fritz, we can't even take a chance to going out right now. We're gonna have to wait until sundown. Yeah, but what about all the vampires that may not be at this meeting? Not necessarily. If I can still touch the ley lines, then maybe I can draw enough power to ward off the sun. Cas closes her eyes, summoning her magic, and in a minute an arc of light ripples above her head. She steps out into the sun, but instead of burning her, the beam bounces off in a shimmering sparkle. You did it. Okay, of course I did. Okay, you two, stay here while I go check out the tree. No. Hell no. Where you go, I go. You take her hand and thread your fingers tightly into hers. You should know that by now, Cas. We're a team, remember? Yeah, but if my little witchy umbrella fails, this could end in a vampire barbecue. Then we fry together. Face it. You're stuck with me. I am not leaving your side. Okay. Enough of the pile-on. Give me a second to extend this thing over you, and we can motor. Don't worry about me. I've got the moon shroud. You only have to cover Gabriel, so that should take some of the pressure off. You summon your moon shroud as Cas extends her protection over Gabriel, and together you slip out of the nexus into the woods. You arrive at the red beech tree just as the sun is gilding its russet leaves a golden bronze. What are we looking for? Anything out of the ordinary? Strange, magical, something you haven't seen? Eyes peeled, you circle the tree, but when you come around to where you started, nothing. It looks exactly like it always has. Guys, I think I feel something. You need to elaborate. She squeezes her eyes shut, visibly concentrating, then lets out a startled gasp. There, buried at the base of the tree. You kneel beside, twisting the roots and digging through the moss and dirt and leaves until your fingers come out up against something hard, something cold. Mysterious pulsing stone. Could it be what we're looking for? Cas brushes her fingers carefully across it. A light flares once and then slowly fades, revealing a strange linear image carved into the surface of the stone. What the hell is that? I think this is a ruin stone. Whatever it is, it's magic. Powerful magic. And it's definitely what's blocking the ley lines. Okay, so we plucked it from the roots of the tree. Next. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Remember that if you did enjoy the content, to like, share, and subscribe. Do keep in mind that there is 2 chapters that are coming out this week, so stay tuned for the second one. Aside from that, also keep in mind that Into the Woods and My Fake Valentine are also available and currently up, unless you don't have VIP. So do keep that in mind. Aside from that, let me know your thoughts down below, right? Looks like no other books that are new are going to be on the horizon for the next week or so. The only thing I have to say is so far I'm looking forward to it. Again, I will say this, and hopefully, even though Pixelberry has decided to block my pages because they, for whatever reason, the new people that took over don't like criticism, and a lot of you, I'm proud of a lot of you. I'm proud of a lot of you, and you're finally starting to stand up against the you know, this what these books are and what this means to us, and it being, you know, taken over by the new company, but also at the same time, I mean, let's put it this way, a lot of the writers that we know and love and people that I personally communicated with in DMs for a long time, those people have left, and they've made a new studio, and others have gone their own way and whatnot. I'm just sad that you guys didn't stand with me when I was fighting for, I'd say about the first 2 years. I was okay with choices. I had no issues with them, and I actually love the app wholeheartedly. But as it started to increase in more stuff that we all don't like, and clearly a lot of you are standing up against now, I wish I wouldn't have been alone for all those years. I mean, I've been doing choices for a minimum of 7 years, and up until only just now, when that company, got them about a month or so ago, you guys just left me out there in left field, and a lot of people have you know separated themselves from this channel and this community, probably long forgot about me, and a lot of people kind of just left me hanging, and left me hanging with the bag, all while a lot of other people who don't even talk to you, don't even give you the time of day, who are other content creators, they continue to side with Pixelberry for a very, very long time, and they've never once given them criticism, or at least some of them haven't. Some have started to give them criticism. And it sucks that for the longest time I stood alone. But this is a message to Pixelberry, if you're willing to listen, but I doubt it. Because if you went to the extent of, we had a okay, friendly relationship for 7 years, and then all of a sudden this new company takes over and you're willing to completely and utterly block me, fine. But maybe, just maybe, there's still some people at Pixelberry that listen, so here you go. For instance, this book. This book has a lot of good potential, and I'm a person that loves vampires more than anything else. We're talking superhero movies and all that good stuff. I love vampires first and foremost more than anything, right? The supernatural and the paranormal are my jam. I've loved it since I was a kid. So, with that being said, you have the potential to do some crossovers here. You have the potential to bring in Adrian Raines and everybody from New York. You have the potential to bring in other vampires and whatnot that we had from Nightbound. You have the potential to actually intermix things, and if anything, you could actually revitalize and reinvigorate and bring new blood to even Nightbound 2. If you were to so choose to do that. And this is what a lot of our fans want, or may I say your fans, but also my community and the fans of mine, is we want good, spectacular storytelling. And we get that there's a time and a place for Bow Chicka Wow Wow, but we want storytelling. There are so many books right now on the market that give you Bow Chicka Wow Wow, and we're just, if we wanted that, we'd go read it. As a person who wrote that many, many years ago, and yeah, in case you didn't know that, yeah, I used to write that kind of stuff. My things had millions of followers, and I've left that life behind, because at the time a person asked me to do that. But with that being said, it's something that there's a huge sites, there's huge forums for that type of content that is far surpassing and far better than anything you could ever write, without literally and figuratively brushing up against YouTube as well as Google's terms, right? So again, we're fine with it in doses when it's acceptable, but for the most part, we're all, and I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of every single person, we're all looking for the good storytelling that Pixelberry used to do in the first 2, maybe even 4 years of the Company of Choices, right? We're looking for that kind of storytelling, right? And so it would be amazing. I heard some of the new music today. I really liked it. And I wouldn't mind some new visuals, new backgrounds. There is nothing wrong with this company that's taking over. So I don't know. I've not criticized them yet, which is wild. That, before I even criticize them or not, that they're automatically biting back at me and just completely shut the bunker doors on me. That's fine. You guys want to do that? By all means, have at it. But clearly, by some of the posts that I've seen on every single platform so far, a large amount of the community that used to be in support of you on these platforms is no longer in support of you. And I speak also on behalf of a lot of the YouTubers that are also covering your content. And we've noticed our views all going down. We've noticed our people engaging our content and whatnot. It's all gone down dramatically because people are moving on to other games, other apps, or whatnot. They look at choices, and again, we have an active live community that we're able to talk with and communicate with. And you guys have completely and utterly shuttered that for your echo chamber. And that's not good. That's not good business practice or whatnot. And if you continue to do that good business practice that you think is good, right? I give you a year, maybe two at tops. But I tell you one thing, I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to be covering this content in a year if it continues to go on the escalated downward spiral that it's going. I've had a lot of discussion with the people that are a part of my Discord, and pretty much, like, we want good content, but I'm tired of being the only person on this planet who's been a content creator who has, like, held the line and been stabbed in the back multiple times because of it. All until people are going, Locum was right. I'm hearing a lot of that lately. Locum was right. And I'm hearing a lot. All of a sudden, those people that once, just, I don't know, I could keep going for hours. I could keep going for days on this. It's something that's a little sour and a little, it's held in my craw for a while now. And again, I don't think I'm going to be covering this stuff much longer. Like, I'm going to give it until the beginning of summer and then talk to you guys and let you know. And I'll make a channel-wide announcement. But that means I'm walking away from choices. Period. So let that sink in. Okay? So once again, I value each and every one of you. Let me know your thoughts down below. But otherwise than that, hopefully Pixelberry will listen. Because, as a person who was the first content creator to start covering this stuff, I'm not going to see myself be the last person to cover this stuff either. My time is valuable. My time is very finite, far more than anyone else's right now that is listening. And I'm not going to waste what little bit of time I have left on this stuff anymore if it continues to be at an escalating downward spiral. So keep that in mind. Once again, thank you for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.